I'm very concerned for other moms because, yeah, I mean, this is a basic need and they don't have it.
Enderly is a Tri-Health dietitian who also has previous NICU experience. She's using her Instagram to provide informative videos on different types of formulas and educate on comparable options.
With our Similac Advance, I can also use the Enfamil comparable. So that is an option that we can look for as well.
Enderly says many parents are asking about stretching out the formula they do have to make it last longer. But that dilutes it, and babies like her son Waylon need the nutrition.
It's terrifying that there's a possibility that I might not be able to feed my baby.
Marshall's son Sullivan is only 6 weeks old. He's on special formula because he has allergies. Now, Sullivan is having new health issues, and his doctors want him on a new specific type of formula.
But we were unable to trial it because we can't find it anywhere. So we are sticking on Nutramigen and just hoping that his stomach can just handle it.
Jenna says many new mothers are having issues because the ability to feed their child is no longer guaranteed.
This can of formula is literally the most basic can of baby formula, and we cannot find it.
I usually have to go online right when I figure out that the trucks come in and just reserve some online and just hope that by the time I get there that I was one of the lucky ones to get it held.
Both moms want to remind people that breastfeeding is not an option for everyone.
I cannot breastfeed at this point. I cannot just, not give him formula. It has nutrition he needs.
Jessica adds that family members from Texas are trying to help by sending in formula. This shortage impacts the supply at local stores and even hospitals.
They're at a loss and they're scrapping at every single straw to try to help us.
Amber, we've been talking about this formula shortage for months. Many tri-state parents have come to me crying at a loss of words for what to do. But tonight, that's right, I did speak with one Loveland parent because what hasn't been talked about just yet when it comes to this formula shortage is how it's impacting both kids and adults with special needs. Amber, this is just one of the formulas that was recalled back in February. And for Morgan, someone like Morgan, a child that I met tonight, it was life-changing.
So it's a very scary thought when your child's full nutrition is based on this formula, and then it gets recalled and you're like, what do you do? It's a very, very scary thing.
Kathy Furman's 14-year-old daughter, Morgan, has Roberts syndrome. It's a rare genetic disorder characterized by growth delays before and after birth.
Are you excited?
Morgan was born with a cleft lip, palate, and she can't walk or talk.
So when she was born, they had to trach her, which is one of the reasons why she was put on a feeding tube, because for over a year, her brain was inside her mouth, so she couldn't have anything in her mouth at all.
Morgan's specialized formula, Elecare Jr., went on recall back in February. Amy Reed from Cincinnati Children's says it can be challenging to switch formula for any child, especially those with special needs.
A lot of these kids have digestive issues and they've had tolerance issues in the past, so any little change is definitely something to be concerned about.
She's so small, only being 31 pounds. Every calorie counts for her.
Parents across the nation are scrambling to find formula. The Biden administration even airlifting resources from Europe. But for children like Morgan, their formula is prescription-based.
You do have to have that specialized formula so my kid can live. I mean, she has to have it in order to survive, and Morgan is just as important as the next person. So
Kathy says if Morgan were to lose any weight, it would be detrimental.
So without their sole source of nutrition, they may have some slow growth or development. The other thing, it provides hydration, so we don't want to have dehydration, which could definitely be something that would bring a child into the emergency room or for hospitalization.
But it's not just children. There are many adults who are reliant on formula. Morgan was able to transition to Neocate Jr., but Kathy says it's now on back order.
Because you want what's best for your kids. You want to make sure that they're healthy and happy. And when you can't provide that to make them happy and healthy, that you know, it breaks your heart. And
Kathy says so many parents are at the mercy of formula suppliers.
because of her disorder, her life expectancy isn't what a typical person would be. A formula, because we couldn't get her formula, if that was the reason, I don't think I could ever forgive myself.
Amy says if anyone is feeling frustration with not being able to get their child formula or having any issues, make sure to reach out to your healthcare provider. Reporting live at Cincinnati Children's, Peyton Marshall, Fox 19 Now.
This is impacting parents, I mean, really, all over the nation.
Yeah, our Peyton Marshall spoke with the founder of a local Facebook group that's helping to connect parents with formula.
This is a story you'll see only right here on Fox 19 Now. Peyton.
Rob, Tricia, formula like this, it's hard to come by. In fact, you guys know I've been talking about this. I first started reporting on it back in April, just after that February recall. But things have only gotten worse. Now, the moms that I spoke with tonight, they're actually getting together, providing resources. And get this, they're doing it all through Facebook.
Can't provide for your baby and can't find things you need for them.
Bella Allen is mom to 7-month-old Paisley. She says Paisley was on Similac Alimentum, one of the several types of formula recalled in February.
I had 18 cans of formula, all recalled, and I was left scrambling.
This desperation inspired Allen to create the NKY Formula Group, where moms share what formula they need and what stores have formula in stock.
You go to the store, you post a picture, you ask if anybody's seen it, and if you've got cans to trade around that your kid couldn't take, you post it and trade for them.
Members of the group, like Madison, post photos of store aisles to help other moms with process of elimination when it comes to formula availability.
It's amazing. Moms who haven't been able to find their baby's formula without driving an hour away can now drive 10 minutes down the street and pick up a can.
Madison is unable to breastfeed her 6-month son, Axel.
Yeah. What do you do?
Something Bella understands all too well. She cried, saying it adds a sense of, quote, mom guilt.
There's moms who are like me who can't produce, so we try our best to find the formula. And then it doesn't help when there's other moms who can't breastfeed that say, why don't you just breastfeed your child?
This, along with the lack of formula availability,
the shelves are basically empty everywhere,
has turned women to each other. I first spoke with Tri-State moms about the ongoing formula shortage back in April, but now they tell me things have taken a turn for the worse. But Facebook group members, even those who aren't moms, are taking their tears and turmoil and turning it to something good to help others in the community.
It doesn't matter if they know each other or not, they're just trying to make sure babies are fed.
A specific type of formula, or you want to help with posting or purchasing some of the formula, we have a link for more information on that Facebook group on our website. I do want to also clarify that even though the Facebook group says Northern Kentucky, it's really access and available to anyone in the tri-state. Reporting live in Pendleton, Peyton Marshall, Fox 19 Now.
Peyton, thank you. You know, Peyton's been doing a really good job on this story because she was even on this before